Hello everyone, and welcome to the Room of Requirement. Today I'm going to be talking about where the mystery schools came from. I'm going to be going over a timeline of how they came into being. So let's just jump right in. So the primordial origins before civilization had a name. Long before temples, books, or priesthoods, humanity had the mystery keepers, shamans, seers, dreamwalkers, and star readers who communed directly with the invisible world. These primordial mystics discovered the energetic body, the cycles of the cosmos, the symbolism of the elements, altered states of awareness, astral and ancestral communication, healing through sound, breath, and intention, occult laws governing resonance, manifestation, and consciousness. Everything we call esoteric began as experiences, not doctrines. No hierarchy, no systems, just humans interacting with the unseen. Ancient Sumer and the first recorded magic. So we're talking about ancient Sumeria. Okay, so that's basically when you're in the cult world or the esoteric realm, this is how we trace our lineage back. It goes, all the way back to ancient times. Some even say into Atlantis and Lemuria and all of that. Through my studies, I believe that. I believe that it goes all the way back. But the first recorded history goes back to ancient Sumeria. Okay, they were the ones that were recording the stars, celestial movements, astrology. It's where everything began for magic. So we had Sumer from 4500 to 1900 BCE. They gave us the earliest recorded invocations, planetary magic and correspondences, priest-magician lineages, the first occult libraries, the tablets of Enuma, Anu, and Enlil. They were among the first to systemize divination, astrology, and ritual, the ancestors of all later mystical schools. Egypt, the birthplace of Hermeticism and initiation. Egypt didn't just practice religion, it practiced initiation. The temples taught the Ka, which is life force body, and the Ba, which is soul, the Ak, which is spiritization, the subtle body, sacred geometry, the afterlife journey, alchemy of the self, this is spiritual transmutation, the cosmology of Netiru, which is archetypal forces. Thoth, or Tehuti, became the mythic teacher behind Hermeticism, which would later inspire the Greek mysteries, the Gnostics, the Rosicrucians, the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn, modern occultism, and Egypt is the backbone of Western esotericism. So a lot of these things that were going on in Egypt that were passed down from all these ancient civilizations really took a foothold in what we practice and know today. In Greece, the mystery schools take form. The Eleusinian, Orphic, Dionysian, and Pythagorean schools formalize the mystical work of soul purification, symbolic death and rebirth, theurgy, so this is like ceremonial or high magic, astrotheurgy, sacred mathematics, so you have sacred geometry here, nature's hidden harmonics, geometry as a spiritual language, reincarnation philosophy, the discipline of inner transformation. The Greeks preserved Egyptian wisdom but translated into logic, philosophy, number, and myth. Judaic mysticism or Kabbalah. While the Greeks guarded external mysteries, the Hebrews developed internal ones. Kabbalah evolved from visionary prophets, angelic encounters, ecstatic prayer, Merkava or chariot mysticism, cosmology of divine emanations, and this became the tree of life, the Kabbalistic tree of life, as you hear it called, a symbolic map of consciousness that influenced nearly every later Western occult school. Okay. Then we have Gnosticism. This is the hidden teachings of early Christianity. So Gnostics believed that the world is a metaphysical puzzle. The soul has a forgotten self, and salvation, remembering your true origin. The divine is found within. Knowledge or gnosis is transformational. The material world is symbolic, not literal. Their biggest crime? Teaching empowerment without the church. So this is how you gain your sovereignty. I'm huge on this. After all the years that I've studied, we don't need a middleman to commune with the divine. And that's why I have a lot of Gnostic beliefs, kind of in my background. So these were erased, but their ideas survived in every mystical movement afterward. If you guys are interested more in Gnosticism, I do have a video on this. Medieval alchemy and Sufi mysticism. During the Dark Ages, mysticism didn't die. It went underground. Okay, so hence the secret orders, right? Alchemists preserved occult wisdom encoded in symbols, metaphors, metals, laboratory processes, elemental correspondences, spiritual transformation disguised as chemistry. Sufi mysticism preserved ecstatic practices like whirling, chanting, breathwork, direct mystical union, symbolism of the heart, purification of the ego. And here's where the East and West secretly influenced one another. The Renaissance, the Great Awakening. You guys know this is my favorite time for magic. There was a lot that came out during this period that we still use today. A lot of the secret orders today are decoding and translating all the codexes and manuscripts and everything that came from that time so that we can have that in English versions. They translated it from German and Latin into English, all the modern orders now. So they laid a huge foundation for the modern occult revival. And it's all that information is a lot of the things that we use today. All of our correspondences, our study work, and all of that comes from the Renaissance era magicians who were translating all of these things. And then it got picked back up by all of the secret orders, especially the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn. They really brought all this stuff to light so that we could use it today, especially in ceremonial magic, which is what I'm into. So when lost Egyptian and Hermetic texts resurfaced, Europe underwent an occult revival, the birth of modern astrology, spread of Kabbalah, rise of ceremonial magic, secret societies guarding ancient texts, symbolic art encoding hidden teachings, and esotericism resurfaced with force during this period. Rosicrucians, Freemasons, and the Golden Dawn. These groups blended Kabbalah, Hermeticism, astral magic, angelology, numerology, astrology, alchemy, sacred geometry, ritual initiation, theurgy, meditation, and visualization practices. They standardized the mystical path as purification, initiation, expansion, awakening, and service. Their structure shaped nearly all modern esoteric schools. The modern era, dispersal, integration, and globalization. Today's esoteric teachings pull from Hermeticism, Kabbalah, Hindu and yogic systems, Sufism, Taoism, shamanic practices, Jungian psychology, trauma and nervous system science, so this is like nervous system regulation, quantum mechanics, intuitive and psychic development. Nothing is isolated anymore. These mystical currents have merged. The era is unique because the secrets are accessible, the veils are thinner, the ancient timelines are converging, initiation is now self-directed, evolution is accelerating. Mystical knowledge once hidden in temples, sects, and codes is now entering collective consciousness again. As predicted in nearly every tradition, we are living inside an esoteric renaissance right now. The core truth behind all mystery schools. Across every culture and era, the message is the same. There is more to reality than what is than the physical world. There is more to you than your surface identity. Your life is a mystical journey of remembrance. Every school, from Sumerian priests to modern mystics, exists to answer this one question. How does a human being awaken to their hidden nature? And every school, no matter how far apart, arrived at the same answer. Through initiation, self-knowledge, resonance, and inner transformation. This path is ancient, and the seeker is eternal, and the lineage is alive. Okay, you guys, that's what I have for you so far. Up next, I'm going to be talking about the 7 layers of the auric energy body and going into a little bit of psychic development, so you guys stay tuned for that. I will have that out within the week, and I look forward to seeing you guys. Thank you for sticking around this long. I appreciate you. I wanted to thank all the new subscribers and your continued support. It means the world to me. Thank you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.